What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Landaris, back at you with another video. Hey, morning tip for you guys that's just starting out. Number one thing, one of the things, I wouldn't say it's the number one thing, but one of the most important things you got to learn is to talk to customers. In the beginning stage, you're going to be talking to customers and you're going to be trying to sell and things like that. So you sell upgrades, sell yourself. You're going to be trying to sell yourself to let that customer know, hey, I can do the job. I'm a better fit for, what you're looking for. I'm dependable. I'm reliable. I do the best work that I possibly could do. And I'm going to treat your yard just like it was my own. And I used to always tell customers that too. I used to always tell them, hey, with me, you're going to get liability. You're going to get a good work ethic. You're going to get a good work ethic, maintaining your yard. You're going to get just a reliable person, dependable. When you say I need those back gates shut, I never had an incident where I didn't shut the back gates, or I don't get callbacks at all. See, I don't get callbacks. When you buy yourself, you do everything to a T. You do that, you go that extra mile. And when you start getting callbacks is when you start hiring people, because a lot of times they're just there for the check. So they kind of skip over things. They kind of, if they had to go out and they saw that they missed a little spot or something, it's not going to bother them to just walk past that and be like, oh, I'm out of here, So with me, if I walk past something and I missed it, and I know it's not in the, I forgot what I called it. I called it the hot spots. The hot spots where the customer, going up to their doorway or, by their garage, anything that the customer is kind of seeing right up front, I call those the hot spots. You got to make sure you take care of those hot spots, So if you missed a little bit of trimming when by the steps leading up the sidewalk leading up to the front steps, you better go knock that out. If you're walking past it and you about to go, you better go knock that out. If you see any, clippings on the porch that flew up there or whatever the case is, you better go knock that out. If you see any type of clippings at the edge of the flower bed that kind of flew in there or something like that, you better go try to get that out of there, because when the customers see it, they look at it right away, and then they think about your performance as far as your job and what you did. So, that's what I used to try to tell my customers: reliable. I'm going to treat your yard just like it's mine. And that's what I really think about when I'm doing somebody's yard. That makes me go the extra step to kind of do a little bit more edging, a little bit more blowing off, things like that. So, yeah. But that's what you got to do. You got to be able to sell the customer that you are going to be the better choice, the better lawn care guy, the most dependable lawn care guy. And there's a lot of dependable lawn cares out there. I'm not trying to say you're the only one, but you have to convince that customer that you're just the best fit, and your attitude shows, the way you're talking to them. So you have to build that confidence up right away if you're going to be successful as far as selling and getting more customers. Because if you can do that and be confident, and you're not going, and when you shooting out your prices and things like that, you got to build up for that, especially when you first starting out. You got to build up for that. So don't think you crazy. I did this before too, and I'm sure a lot of guys do this, and even professional speakers professional speakers out there that make millions of dollars, they do the same thing. They wake up and it's just like going to the mirror. They might have a mirror in their hand, or they might just stand in the mirror and rumble off what you're going to say to a customer. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? My name is blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you. I'm with L&L Lawn Care. You know, you can't start doing it. You gotta get it to a T where at least your intro is kind of flawless. And when they start asking you questions about prices and things like that, you have to run it when you run into something that you don't know in your head and they done got you. You just say, you know, let me take a picture of that, let me take a video of that, and I'll get back with you on that estimate once I get to the office and things like that. I have to put it in my program of, you know, I say a whole bunch of stuff. I got to put it in my program, and I got a program that shows me what this should cost me and should cost you, and I'll give you an estimate when I get back to the office. I say stuff like that, you know, just to avoid, you know, the doing the and acting like I don't know like what I'm talking about, or if I'm trying to make up a price on the fly or whatever the case is. You know, just tell them you'll get back with them, you know, once you get to the office and plug everything into your program and stuff like that. That's all you got to do. Sometimes you just gotta do that so that they don't think that you don't know what you're talking about. So once again, you just got to you just have to be confident. And if you can do that early out the gate, you're going to be successful. And like I said, just get in the mirror every morning, you know, especially when you first starting out, and, you know, rumble your spiel or speak your spiel that you're going to be talking to a customer. You can do different scenarios. You can ask your wife, you know, you can even practice with your wife or whatever the case is. I got a video where I used to do that with my kids. You know, I used to try to show them like just how to talk to people, like go up to the door or I did that. I got a video out where I'm like messing around with my kids and just acting like I'm coming to the front door. I'm coming to the front door and I'm talking to a customer, and my daughter was like, I said something like, it's gonna be like $60, and she's like, $60? That's a lot of money, you know. And she just did that off rip because we was just acting. We were doing like a little acting and stuff like that. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name's Lendaris with L&L Lawn Service. I was just in the neighborhood, and I was looking at your lawn, and I see that, do you have a lawn care company to take care of your lawn? And then she'll say no, and I'll just kind of wait, and then she'll catch on and she'll say no. I said, well, have you ever had a lawn care professional take care of your yard? And she's like, no. I said, well, if you don't mind, I could take a look at your property and give you an estimate of how much it would cost for me to maintain your property, if that's okay. And she said, okay, go right ahead. And then next thing you know, you come back and you say, yeah, I took a look at your property, went around your property, I measured it out on Google. It comes up to like 7,500 square feet of turf that I'll be like maintaining. I see you got bushes, blah, blah, blah. You know, we could do an upsell on, we could take care of that. I usually do bushes 2 to 3 times a year. I do not do bushes when it's June or July, when it's in the heat of the summer. You know, you spilling off all this stuff, you know, and then you say, and, you know, for just to maintain your property as far as cutting grass and cutting, edging, blowing, and mowing, that'd be $60. And she's like, $60? That's a lot of money. And I said, that's what it would cost to maintain your property. I mean, if that's what's in your budget, you just let me know, and here's my card, here's my number, and if you decide on, you know, if you want to do our service, give us a call, and that way we could get a email address from you and get your credit card or debit card on file. So if you can kind of say this and it's in your head, you'll be much better. But you got to practice it too. You got to practice it. And there's nothing wrong with getting in the mirror like the professional speakers, speech writers. That's what the president and all of them do. The speech writer writes the speeches, and then they have to recite it. And then they got somebody that's looking at the speaker to kind of see, you know, hey, you said too many times. You probably got to cut back on the This is when it starts getting professional. But I'm going off the rail. But you get what I'm saying. You have to practice it. And practice it, practice it, practice it. And when you're in the mirror and you just go and you just do your spiel of what you would say to a customer when you first meet them and stuff like that. And then you keep on building on that, and everything else will flow. And you'll be able to sell things and stuff like that. Another tip is to just write down all your prices that you want to do. You know, if you're gonna throw down fertilizer, have a base price to do that. If you're going to, you know, all your, you know, your different size lawns, you can do medium, large, small. You have your minimum prices for that, you know, but you can have your minimum price for whatever how many square feet the yard is and stuff like that. But just be confident in what you do. All right, guys, I know that's enough rambling. I'll see you on the next video. Hey, something's going down today. Something's going down today. Check out my videos and you will see what's going down today. Today's an important day for me. So I'm on my way to the bank. All right, guys, like, subscribe, leave your comments, hit that bell button, do whatever you got to do. And if you have subscribed to my channel, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Today is the day. Going to the bank. Yep. We're going to get this over with. We're going to get this over with. And I'll see you on the next video. Be on the lookout. Peace.